All right, if you're working in Linux, you know that editing files is something you do well all day, every day. Today, we're going to dive deep into the V editor. And trust me, mastering V isn't just some nice to have skill on your resume, it's a game changer that can seriously define your efficiency and your success in pretty much any tech role. So let's dive right in. Have you ever been there? An application crashes, you open up this massive 10,000 line log file, and you're just scrolling endlessly, peeking at the screen, hunting for that one specific error message with just the arrow keys. It is slow, it's frustrating, and honestly, it's a huge waste of your time. There is a much, much better way.
So why are we focusing so much on Vi? Because for any sysadmin, any developer, any DevOps engineer, this is your key. It's how you edit configuration files, tweak scripts, and sift through logs with incredible speed and precision. Honestly, it's a non-negotiable skill if you want to perform at a high level.
Okay, let's start at square one. We're talking about the absolute basics. Think of these as your essential toolkit, the commands that are going to become pure muscle memory for you every single day you're on the command line. The very first thing you have to do is unlearn the arrow keys. I know, it's tough, but by using H, J, K, and L, your fingers never have to leave the home row of the keyboard. And that right there is the secret to real speed. From there, you can start leaping across whole words with W and B, or instantly snap to the beginning or the end of a line with 0 and the $sign. This isn't just about moving around, it's about making every single keystroke count.
And here's where it all becomes practical, right? These aren't just abstract commands to memorize. Imagine you're fine-tuning a setting in a config file. That's where you use H, J, K, and L for that precise movement. Or maybe you're scanning an error log. W and B let you jump across paths and parameters in a flash. It's all about using the right tool for the job.
Okay, with the basics under our belts, let's get to the real magic. This is where you stop slowly scrolling and start, well, basically teleporting through even the biggest files. So you need to see the oldest entry in a log file? Boom, GG takes you right to the top. What about the newest entry? Easy, a capital G jumps you straight to the end. These commands give you total control over the file, letting you move from top to bottom or just screen by screen with a single keystroke. This right here perfectly illustrates the power we're talking about. Let's say a script fails, and the error message says error on line 542. Scrolling down is for amateurs. The pro move? You type :542 and hit enter. You are instantly looking at the exact source of the problem. This is a core debugging skill that will save you so much time. Now, moving around is half the battle, but what about finding that one needle in a giant haystack of text? The search function is your scalpel. It lets you cut through thousands of lines of noise to find the exact keyword, the exact error code, or the variable you're looking for. Searching is super simple. You just hit the /, type what you're looking for, and hit enter. Then you can just bounce between all the matches, using N for next and capital N for previous. But the real power move here is controlling case sensitivity. Need to find a general word like error? Just set IC to ignore a case. Hunting for a specific case-sensitive variable name? Turn it back off. You are in complete control of your search. And now for what might be the most powerful command in all of Vi, the global search and replace. I know, it looks a little intimidating at first, but let's break it down. The //s part just tells Vi, hey, I want to run a substitution on this entire file. Then you give it this /old pattern and the /new text you want to replace it with. And that little g at the end, that stands for global. It tells Vi to apply this change to every single match in the entire file. Just imagine you need to update a server's old IP address, and it's scattered across dozens of different configuration files. Are you really going to go in and change each one by hand? No way. You're going to use this one command to do it instantly, and more importantly, accurately. This is an absolutely critical skill for automation and modern system administration. So, how does all this stuff translate into landing a better job? Well, these skills aren't just for your day-to-day work. They are exactly what hiring managers are looking for in a technical interview. Let's talk about how you can really showcase that expertise and impress them. When you're in that interview, you need to be ready to explain your workflow. You can talk about using G to immediately check the end of a log file for recent errors. You can explain how you'd use /pattern to find a specific string. You can break down that search and replace command for bulk updates. And most importantly, show that you can solve common problems when they pop up.
You see, true expertise isn't just knowing the commands. It's knowing how to recover when things go a little wrong. If you lose your cursor in a giant file, no problem. Control-G tells you exactly where you are. The screen gets all jumbled up? Control-L refreshes it instantly. Your search isn't finding anything? You know to check for a typo or toddle your case sensitivity. These simple fixes show you're a capable, confident user who doesn't get flustered. Mastering these commands is what elevates you from being just a casual user to a true Linux professional. It's all about efficiency, precision, and smart problem solving. By really internalizing these skills, you're not just learning an editor, you're learning to think like an expert. You're ready to prove your expertise not just in your next interview, but every single time you open a terminal.